In today's video, I'll be testing out life hacks and science experiments from 5-Minute Crafts Men's, including finding out if running Mountain Dew through a Brita water filter will make it clear, removing a hidden wax layer from apples, finding out if there really are random fibers in muffins, discovering a new way to open tin cans, plus more things you guys dared me to do in the comment section. In the last video, I asked you guys what is one thing you hope happens in 2019, and your comments made me feel like there was a whole lot of wishful thinking out there, and I'm happy to be part of that wishful thinking. But since you guys came up with so many comments, I thought I'd ask another question. What is one thing you hope doesn't happen in 2019? It could be anything from getting called on in math class to answer a question, or maybe you just hope they don't make another Adam Sandler movie on Netflix this year. Be creative with your answers and put whatever you can come up with in the comment section. I'll be picking 10 of my favorite to be featured in the next video. Now, let's get this thing going. So for this next weird life hack slash science experiment thing that we're going to be trying, the internet says that if you pour boiling hot water on a normal red apple that you would buy from the store, you'll actually get to see the wax melt off of it. That's something I've got to see to believe. And I got to see it on more than just a life hack channel, because to be honest, they've proven to be false on more than one occasion. But I could totally see them putting wax on apples just to keep them fresh for longer, because to be honest, apples do stay fresh for a really long time. And I don't know what to think, so that being said, we're just going to find out what happens. I've got a pot of water here, so I'm just gonna boil it up and then we can get this thing going. Well, now we get to find out if this is myth or if it's real. I don't really see any wax coming off of it now. Oh my god, I'm starting to see wax! Yes, that is definitely some sort of a wax drip right there. I'm not exactly sure what all this is, but there's definitely a film on the outside of this that we have uncovered. I am both relieved and kind of horrified. It's very apparent over here. You can really see it. That is wax. This weird science experiment is not a myth. It actually works. We did uncover a whole bunch of wax on the outside of this apple. And that being said, we'll be on to the next one. Okay, so I just wanted to make you guys aware of something that started happening after we did the apple boiling water challenge or whatever it's called. These weird specks of what looked like blood started coming out of the apple. I didn't do anything other than what was in the video to make this happen, and I have no idea why it's doing that. I mean, I really do not get it. I'm gonna try to touch it with my fingertip just to see what happens. And look at that, it looks just like blood. That's incredible. I have no idea what that is. Look, once I smear it onto the plate, it actually has more of a pinkish color, but here on the apple, that looks just like blood. That's really weird. If you know why that happened, let me know in the comment section. And that being said, we'll be on to the next thing. The next weird thing that the internet has been telling you to try out is taking muffins and running them underwater, also in a strainer. And the purpose of doing this is to uncover weird fibers that are hidden within the muffin itself. On the internet, it looks like they're pulling pieces of cotton out of what was in the muffin. It's really weird, it's probably fake, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it. I've got the Little Debbie mini muffins and I've got more bakery style normal muffins. So we're gonna try them both out and see what happens. So we're gonna start off with the Little Debbie mini muffins. They're really small, so we're actually probably gonna start off with 2. It appears that that was a bust. All I have left are these little blueberries. But we're not gonna give up. I have more muffins right here. Okay, so while the last one did work and we found out that apples do have a secret layer of wax on them, there are no weird fibers inside of a muffin. If you take it and run it underwater, you'll just find out that it becomes a wet muffin. Now there may be something left over after you push it through a strainer. This one had some stuff on the top of the muffin, and so that didn't make it through the strainer, but there's no weird fibers or anything. So that very well may be a lie. However, I can't say that this is a complete lie or anything, because I have no idea where those muffins came from that had the fibers in them, or if those muffins really had fibers in them at all. All I know is that these muffins didn't, and the other muffins I tried didn't. And that being said, we'll be on to the next life hack. The next weird science experiment that we're going to be testing out is finding out if a normal water purifier can actually turn Mountain Dew clear. And if that's true, it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty hard to believe also. But not entirely. I actually think that there is a chance that this could happen. And if it does, then I definitely want to find out what clear Mountain Dew tastes like. Does it just taste like water, or maybe like watered down Mountain Dew? I gotta find out. So I went out and got this water purifier. It's brand new, never been used before, and a 2 liter of Mountain Dew. That being said, I'm gonna get to pouring, and we'll get this thing going. So here are the finished results, and it is not at all what I was expecting. I was kind of hoping for clear Mountain Dew. You know, like what the internet told me would happen. Yet another letdown. But I thought just for fun, maybe we compare it to normal Mountain Dew and see if there is at all any color change. Not much of a color change. That seemed to have been for nothing. And that's a brand new water filter. I was really expecting it to do something, but I guess that's what I get for trusting the internet. But that is the case most of the time. And that being said, we'll be on to the next one. The next weird and probably fake science experiment that we're gonna be attempting has to do with honey. According to 5 Minute Craft Men's, if you take 100% natural honey and put it in a bowl, pour some water on top and shake it around, a honeycomb pattern will appear in the honey. Now, after testing out a lot of these life hacks, I gotta say this one's probably not going to work. But I'm going into it feeling very hopeful. I think there's actually a good chance that this could work out for some reason. I don't know why, but I kind of think it will. And obviously if you use artificial honey, then it will supposedly do nothing. I believe that, so we're gonna test that last if need be. And that being said, let's get this thing going. Now this is supposedly 100% raw natural honey. It even has a picture of the bee right there on the front. So I suspect that if any honey were to create a hexagon pattern, it would be this honey. I think it's already taking a hexagon pattern. I can just barely see it. I'm gonna keep sloshing this water around and hopefully it does something. I was hoping that this would work out, but I'm glad that I wasn't expecting it to. This did pretty much what you would think it would do. It just looks like some honey in the bottom of some water. But let me know, did I do it wrong? Is this not the right type of honey to use? Just let me know in the comment section. Perhaps I just need to get something more raw than 100%. And that being said, we'll be on to the next one. So in hindsight, after looking at that honeycomb pattern that was forming underneath the water, I actually think that there was some sort of a honeycomb pattern to be seen there. It didn't at all look like the video that I saw before, but when other people are doing this test, they seem happy with those results. So although I didn't see the tight-knit honeycomb pattern that I was expecting, I guess we can call that a success. Kinda? I'll let you guys decide in the comments. But for this next one, what we're gonna be doing is trying to open a tin can with a can opener. And I know that sounds easy, but believe me, a lot of millennials are actually having trouble with that these days. But what we're gonna be trying to do is not just open the can the normal way, but open it from the side. There's a life hack going around saying that you can open a can by cutting the top off from the side. And although a lot of these life hacks seem hit or miss, I actually kind of think that this one will work. Although I'm not quite sure why we need it to work, but it is a different way of doing things, and for that reason, we're gonna give it a shot. All right, so according to the life hack videos I've seen, this is how you do it. Oh, it's working! I already know this is gonna work. Now, this is kind of a dented can. I probably should have gotten a different kind of can, but yeah, it's getting through it. Yes! Oh my god, we did it! Look at that! That is incredible. This is exactly how they open up cans in the cartoons. I did not know that was actually possible in real life because I had never seen anyone even attempt it. Well, I guess life hack channels aren't always lies. Now, the downside to this is obviously the giant mess, and now the fact that the top of the can is a potential murder weapon. This is a pretty dangerous device now, but it did do the trick. I'm pretty impressed, and that being said, we'll be on to the next life hack. Next up, I wanted to try out the snoot challenge. If you've never heard of the snoot challenge, it's just simply trying to make your dog put their nose into your fingers like this. It's really weird, but it's kind of cute too. Except my dogs are not very well behaved, and well, I'll let you see. Bonzo. Snoot, snoot. Oh, that's pretty close. Snoot, snoot. She tried to take it. No, Fluffy. Hey, give that back. Okay, that's just a little piece of poultry. Snoot, snoot. No, that... He got it! Snoot, snoot!
Fluffy? Snoot snoot? She thinks it's food. Yeah, she did it! She snooted! So if this video was helpful, or if you just enjoyed watching it, make sure to leave it a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and bell me for notifications if you'd actually like to see the videos. And of course, as always, I'll be seeing you guys in just a few days with a new video. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.